Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of our Darkest Dungeon No Torches playthrough. I didn't realize last time that Omand went on vacation here. She's gone on some sort of personal quest and took her nice ancestral trinket with her, unfortunately. She'll be back next week, but we're going to have to sub in Millet this week for her instead. So let's see what kind of level 3s we got to play today. Holy Relics or 90%. We don't do a lot of these Find the Relics ones, so let's give this a shot. We're going to have our Occultist and our Jester. That's in the ruins though. Jester is not great in the ruins. Maybe we'll do this one instead. We're having a little bit of a party change here. I'd rather have the Hellion. Since we have to bring Millet with us, I think we'll stay away from this ruins dungeon. Just because we want to take advantage of the bleeds. And there will be opportunity for bleeds, but there's going to be skeletons in the ruins, and that makes it a little bit tougher. So let's go with this party setup for now. Let's just make sure Millet's ready to go here. He's not upgraded to level 3 on his equipment, so let's do that before we head out. Okay. Now we're ready to go. Let's put Millet first. Bounty Hunter second. We're going to use the bleed, so he'll go in 3rd position instead of 4th this time. Look at how many crests we have. That's getting ridiculous. We'll have to just drop those into the wagon and upgrade that when we can. I think we're ready to go. Let's head in. We got a provision here. No, it wasn't a medium. It was a short. So we're just gonna make sure to take a little bit of extra food. I'm not sure how the Crusader Bounty Hunter setup's gonna work, so we'll take a little extra food just to be safe.
I knew all these paths once. Now they are as twisted
So explore
as
90, so we can skip the first room and try to backtrack as little as possible.
Nature herself, a victim to the spreading corruption, malformed with misintent.
You're gonna get a disease, man. Yeah, it looks like he avoided the disease somehow. Picking meat off of dead corpses is not advisable. Dirty torch, you can stay where you are. Wow, this is like super mellow dungeon or what? Look at this, we don't even have any encounters coming up. Figure out who our trap guy is here. 30%, 60%. We're not going to get any better than that. Anti-venom, I think, is the key.
Wealth beyond
Deeds,
measure,
nice.
awarded to the brave and the foolhardy alike.
Oh, I should mention, in a few videos back I had asked you guys to message me with some constructive criticism, and I did receive a few messages and some very good suggestions on how I can improve the channel and get a bit more exposure, so thanks very much everybody that sent those in. Taking the suggestions to heart, and we'll be making some changes. One of the changes that I will be making, and you'll have noticed it in the videos previous to this as well, is to make some more descriptive titles. In that sense, just to kind of give an idea of what we did in this episode and sort of what challenges we might have overcome. If we fought the Necromancer like we did a couple episodes back, then I'll put that in the title. In the hopes that when people search out things like Darkest Dungeon, Level 3 Necromancer kill, that they'll hit on the video. And it was a very good suggestion, and I've seen a lot of the popular YouTubers do that. They'll put in a short description of what the video is in their title. So again, thanks very much guys for taking the time. See, that we saw that trap was there, but we didn't have an opportunity to disarm it. I'm not sure why that was. Oh well, we'll move on. So yeah, thanks again guys for taking the time. I do appreciate it very much. A lot of you were a little worried that I would take the criticism in a bad way, but I called for it, and I think, you know, in this context, when people give constructive criticism, it helps me more than if people just send positive messages, because then I know exactly, where I can improve and what sorts of things you guys are looking for. Pretty lucky on the RNG for the disease resist so far. Not getting lucky on the hits RNG though, unfortunately. I always love when mobs die to the bleed, it's so satisfying. It's like, hey, I'm gonna take my turn. Actually, no, I'm gonna bleed to death. Do you even bother trying to heal? I don't want to skip his turn because it gives him stress. Try and heal.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Yeah, get our positioning back. Three hit points on that guy.
How quickly the tide turns.
Wonder if we were to put him out of position, if that will affect his attacks. Let's give that a shot. Oh, she resisted the pull. Give him an anti-venom here. Let's get buffing. Hopefully we get a couple nice crits because of that. And ooh, we're out of anti-venoms, fortunately.
Dazed, reeling, about to break.
Love the name of that ability, Tree Bark Smackdown. Well, we've been focusing him so far, so we might as well keep trying. We need a big crit here is what we need. I'm gonna try Dirk Stab. Ah, come on. Our crit is so buffed right now too, and we haven't got one.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Oh. I'm getting unlucky. We haven't had any good rallies lately.
Gasping, taken over the edge into madness.
Okay, finally.
As the fiend falls, a faint hope blossoms. Well struck. Press disadvantage. Give them no quarter. Finding the stuff is only the first test. Now it must be carried home.
One more battle. Need to reposition here. Oh, you don't want to move. Okay. Let's try this again. Just shuffle this guy around wherever. Let's get the jester back. I don't know why they refuse to move. I mean, it's not as if they're not going to eventually move. It's just they refused the first time. Let's switch this. Yeah, I like that better. The Cities XL playthrough is going to be starting up on Tuesday. Unfortunately, I didn't get a press copy. I actually didn't know who to contact to get one. A lot of the big streamers and YouTubers did get them, and I couldn't quite figure out how to do it. But the next time something like that comes up, I'm going to try to get press copies, if I intend to cover the game, that is. But yeah, it's coming out on the 10th, and I'm going to be playing it. I've pre-ordered it, and I'll be playing it ASAP as soon as I can get onto it. It's a playthrough that I'm very much looking forward to, given the disappointment we had to experience a couple years ago with the SimCity 5 release. I've been watching the streams, and the game looks really, really damn good. And so the Darkest Dungeon playthrough is going to continue while I do the Cities Skylines. Did I call it Cities XL before? The Cities Skylines is the one I'm referring to. I might finish off the Hand of Fate playthrough. We've only got a few episodes left to go there. I think there's 4 bosses left to defeat before we're done the game. So once that one wraps up, I'm gonna end that one and focus on the City Skylines playthrough. The dungeon started out very easy, and then we got into some trouble. We had some bad RNG near the end here.
This expedition at least promises success.
Let's grab the portraits. We don't need any of this other stuff. A map of the area. Thanks very much. It's the last room. Okay, well, hey, we started out okay. It did beat us up a little bit. We're gonna have to put a few guys in healing, but it wasn't too bad. And we've got some guys leveling up, getting close. Very, very close. One more dungeon will put them at level 4. Light sensitivity, light above 0, minus 10% damage. That's not very good. I mean, even though we play a dark playthrough, we do spend a fair amount of time in the dungeon in the light. Might try to get rid of that.
I see something long absent in the sunken faces
Let's
of
work on some
passers-by.
stress healing here.
A
We
glimmer
won't go in there.
of hope.
No, don't want to put him there either. Get him going, get Monty stressed healing. Let's try to work on some negative traits of our guys. Let's see what he's got to get rid of. So the click doesn't work in this one, apparently. The yips or torn rotator cuff? I would say torn rotator cuff is probably the priority there. That one we'll get rid of, calm. Okay, 15 minutes in, so I think we're going to call it an episode for today. Next time we are going to get our level 2 guys back. It looks like Osmont's decided to go on vacation, so we'll have to bring in a level 1 to fill out our existing level 2 party. A couple level 1s by the looks of it, but that's just fine. We can do a level 1, blast it out, get this Vestal up to level 3, and then we've got another alternate for our level 3 party. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.